Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Encore une autre fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas loupé nous. Quand il va Sylvie, il a quoi qui j'ai loupé presse. L'Amérique n'a pas loupé. T'as bien de moi avec nous deux. En somme à plus. On va battre au moins néo. Mon temps dit est à mon mouillé. On s'en bat bien pour moi dit quoi. Toi, là le caillou. Quand on soit du là, allez, envoyez. Battu au loin. Yao, abela lokeyo, bibito jobai, bibito noba, martis mokeyo. Manager Gigi, ouais t'es jamais forcé ou si tu connais tu connais. L'animateur Choco Noska Yassen de Toyebi, l'homme a tout fait pour Mivito, Aniche les deux.
Henry, I can tell you the problem of this country with respect to prices. With respect to health, with respect to education, and largely tied to roads. There are no roads. You don't see opportunities where they should be when you don't have roads. From up to 173 years, we only have one road. How do you know what is happening in Bapolu when you don't have roads? You don't go there. The prices of goods, commodities on the market are high because to get them to where they are needed. So there's no way you can, when I talk about road, I'm not talking about putting road on the sidewalk in Monrovia, $50,000 road and make it $3 million. We're talking about roads that will open up the country. We're talking about roads that will open up opportunities, roads that will get businesses going, and dependency reduced because people believe their goods and commodities can get to the market. That's what we're talking about.
Good evening, folks. Samson to LIBERIA Radio. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in this evening. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again for this wonderful Thanksgiving Day. We ask you, my Lord, we say thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. Thank you for providing this Thanksgiving days for all of us. Thank you. My Lord, we ask for more and more. We will continue to pray to you. We will come to you. We will pray to you, kneel before you, and pray to you because you have the power. And we believe in you. Thank you for all that you have done. Those of us who believe in you know your power. Those of us who believe in you know that you have the ability to protect all you say to us. Come to me. We're coming to you. Thank you. Thank you for the mercy that you continue to provide. Thank you for our sisters, brothers, wives, mothers, fathers who are in the hospital. We pray for you. Those who are coming home, we pray with you. God will be there. My Lord, thank you for Liberia. Thank you for all that you did and you continue to do. We ask you that Liberia and his people, please continue to provide the blanket of protection for all of them. Today's Thanksgiving. Thank you for providing the turkey for all of us. Our stomach are all filled up. Thank you. Only through you that we can be happy this afternoon. Thank you. Because of you, we are here. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. We ask that you continue to provide all of the safety aspect for all of us. Bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks. Samson Toe. I'm going to be doing different thing here this evening. Thank you. I still got about 5 minutes or so before I can bring the show on. So in the meantime, let me step into this ring here and play my, I'm going to go golfing here a little bit on you here this evening. Stay with us. Let me get off here and do one round of golf. Let's see how far. Okay. Well, that's not what I want to do. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Just bear with me, folks. Let's have fun. Thanksgiving Day. What can I say? But why they begin acting out like that on me? So, come on, man. The people want to see something swinging you there playing game with me. Where are you? Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, yes, the what you might call over there. Okay, let's go. Samson Toe. All right, let's go now. What can I say? Here we go. You can't see it, but I just missed a part. I just missed it. Okay, let's go. The part is over here. Oh, my goodness, Samson. How can you do this to us? Oh, come on, Samson. Come on, you can't do that. Okay. No, too much. 7 over. We're gonna replay, restart, yeah. I cannot deal, but why? I'm supposed to be like this? and the stuff is way over there. So I need to. I hope no, I'll be too close. I'll be too close. So I need to be here. Okay, all right, folks, just give me a minute. No, I don't, because I'll be too close to the table over there, and I don't want that. Just give me a minute. I need to reset this thing. Samson told folks, and you think you're coming to listen to LIBERIA Public Radio on how do you call it? On politics. This is Thanksgiving Day. What do you expect? Samson told the golfing man. Okay, I got 4 more minutes before my show starts. So in the meantime, I'm just going to entertain you while we're waiting for the show to start, folks. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. Just bear with me. I want to do a 1 round of golfing here, and then we can go. This is a very serious business. So let me see. Let's see. No, create a new banner. Let me get it. The voice over. Okay, yeah. Confirm. Put it on the floor. Okay. Confirm. All right. Okay, let's go ahead. I think from here, the table is too far away. I won't hit the table with my hand now. So, folks, Samson told. And I think when it's all like, bro, the president, we are there, and soon to be president, Dr. No. Time to play. Yeah, I'm here to play. Yes, a golf game, I'm on here. Okay. All right, let's see now. It's coming. Just give me a minute. It's coming. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. What? I haven't seen this one before. What is that? Multiple? No. What kind of nonsense game is this? I don't want that. Here we go. This is what I'm used to. Okay. All right, let's start. Okay. All right. Now, here's my ball right here. That's what I'm looking for. And from here, let's see how much. This is the driver. Folks. This is the driver. Let me bring it in a little bit. This is the driver. Well, let's see. Oh, come on, Samson. You just shake that whole thing. My goodness. Now you're in the rough. Come on. Here to go. Okay. Well, but my goodness, Samson, you could have done better. Let's see. I have 2 more minutes. Just bear with me. Okay. All right. This is, just bear with me here. So what? Oh, the pin is way back there. Okay. All right. Professional Samson. Professional golfer. Okay. All right, what is it? It's 28.4 feet. And the green, there's a ridge in the middle going that way, some going down, some going, so I can read the green. And I can see, okay, so I want to make sure that I go straight in the middle. Okay, it's 28 point, okay, it's uphill, 2 feet per second or so, whatever. So let's see. Come on. You think I told down here? Let me see. Okay, folks, let me finish this, then I'll join you. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. What is this? What is this, my people? I'm putting, I'm not shooting. So why did I go all the way over there? I have no control. Oh, come on, Samson. My goodness. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, missed that one. Missed that one. Missed that one. 7. This is part 4, my people. I don't have to have 7. That's too much. So we restart. Let me see. All right. Okay. Okay, folks. Samson told LIBERIA Radio. I want to thank all of you for joining me. The program, the golfing program is over. So let's go ahead. My son's birthday is for me for Thanksgiving. So I have to show my golfing ability. I want to thank all of you for staying with us. Thank you very much. We're coming here not every day. We have to take it serious. But from time to time, we have to put fun into it as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Samson told LIBERIA Radio. Yeah, thank you. Thanksgiving Day. The station manager is there, Papa, too much. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for following us. The election is over, of course. You guys know that. But I want to talk about 1 or 2 things this evening. You see, when Samson took, because I think, as far as I'm concerned, in as much as I look like I'm 25 years old, they said today on Spoon, they said Gibson is 85. So if Gibson Jeru is 85, I must be 150. I must be 150. If Gibson is 85 years old, then I must be 150. But let's leave it as that. But the point that I want to make here is this. Many of us have the experience, to be honest with you. And next week, my program is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be all engineering, specifically roles. I don't intend to ask for a job. I don't intend to have a job in this administration. What I can do is to teach. What I can do is to impact the young people how things are supposed to be done. That is my interest, bigger interest. I don't want a job. Well, but when I say that, then people say I'm not patriotic. No, it has nothing to do with it. Let me be honest with you. Okay, to be a minister, truthfully, minister of public work. First of all, you must be a little bit younger. Number one. Second, not only that, you have to be involved in as much. Not that I can't do those things. I'm capable of handling them. But my thing is, if you become a minister, you will not have the ability to teach, to show people how things are supposed to be done. So for me, I want to be at the ladder, at the way bathroom, so I can show the children. Because if I show these young engineers what is needed and how it's supposed to be done, these young engineers will take those ideas and improve the system of road building or road construction industry in Liberia. And that is my interest. But let me go on. I have another subject matter here. So today, I read on this wonderful website. On LIBERIA Daily Observer. Okay. And let me say this. I'll come back to Ambassador Baka's speech. No, I think I need to do Ambassador Baka's speech first, because the other one is not that critical. I'll do Ambassador Baka's speech first. In his speech, I think many of you have gone through it, but it was very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Where Ambassador Baka, okay, here is it. Very interesting. The president, incoming president, as I stated yesterday, it doesn't seem to be that this incoming president is someone who is looking for interesting thing to do, so they will say he's happy, whatever. He's well experienced. So I will read a speech and I'll point out some words, some important thing here to you tonight. This was written back on the 22nd. He said, my fellow citizens, dear Liberians, on November 17, 2023, I received a call from President George Manuel Weah. Let me say this again. You see what's happening here? Listen to this. You see, the incoming president, Ambassador Baka, based on the experience, he recognized that elections are over. And now he's showing his true self now as being a politician. But not only that, as being a politician who is very respectful to the system and the process. Listen to this. Listen to this. I received a call from President George Manuel Weah to congratulate me. George Manuel Weah. He could say I received a call from President Weah. It wasn't like that. He was being very respectful. I want to thank him for being gracious in his concession. After what will go down as one of the most closest, you see, he's not here. I like this man. I like him. No wonder why people that Costa fall in love with Ambassador Baka. Because he's genuine. He's not only genuine, he's a truthful person. You know, he could have come and sugarcoat this thing and say, oh, well, you don't even have to say, please, say we won the election. But listen to this. Even though he won, but he recognized the effort of CDC and his people, how much they fought, how hard they fought to make, they wanted to win. But it wasn't like that. But he recognized, I want you to see the threads that is going, how he recognized these things. Okay. After what will go down as one of the most closely contested elections in Liberia political history, he and his coalition for democratic change fought hard, but there can only be one winner in an election. This is how you make the other people who are the opposition, make them to know that they are part of the process and they must be part of the solution. This is the olive branch that he's already, but he's doing that. Let's go on. The people, I will go with the other begin. I will deal with him later on. You, the people of Liberia, have spoken, and words are inadequate to express my feeling of gratitude to you. You have placed your trust in me to lead with the demand for the change you want. And that change begins now. I call on all Liberians. Let me read that again. That change begins now. That change begins now. He's saying that. But go to the next sentence immediately. When he told us that change starts now. But go to the immediate sentence coming. I call on all Liberians to join hands to exploit the full potential of a country of promise. That change begins now. But I'm also calling all of you to be part of the change. Ambassador Baka, you will be the love of the young people. Young politicians will come. They will recognize. And they will say, yes, this is what we want. This is what we want, they will say. We must join in the transformation that will lift our people from the many economic and social inequality and the injustice that have been subjected to for many years. He didn't say 6 years. He didn't say 6 years. He said many years, including the time he was serving as vice president. Liberia has been subjected to economic and social inequalities and injustice for many years. That means the time he himself was in the government. The old man is not yet, he's here to guide the process. And young Liberian politicians, you will do better if you're all put together and work with Ambassador Baka. I understand it's politics. You have to have opposition. But your opposition process must be respectful. Your opposition process must be responsible. Your opposition process must seek the interest of the Liberian people at all times. Don't be in opposition because you're in opposition. That is not what we're looking for. Tonight, folks, they're going away from you. Amen. Samson, come on. Okay. Yeah, man. Today, I would like to first of all thank God for his grace in granting me this opportunity. Thank God. We all say thank God. I also thank him for giving me the strength, good health, fortune, and wisdom on this journey. I thank my family, especially Katuma, my dear wife. That is what I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Okay, I will know it. The knee will start ringing. The knee will start ringing. My dear wife of over 40 or 50 years, and my children and other extended family relationship, friends and colleagues who stood with me through thick and thin. To my running mate and vice president-elect Jeremiah Cohn, I thank you. Now, folks, this man is brilliant. This man is brilliant. He's not just a politician, but he's very, very smart, brilliant. Listen to what he said. He said, George Manawia, Jeremiah Cohn. Why? Let me go a little bit deeper in that. For me, Jeremiah Cohn is part of him. Why would he want to make himself look so important now? They are there to serve. So he's telling people, we are here to serve. George Manawia, respect. Jeremiah Cohn, respect, but Jeremiah Cohn is part of the speech. The same way you are not calling himself Joseph Nyama Bwakai. That's the same thing here. I thank you for you stood by me and fought a good fight. My appreciation goes to the chairperson and members of the campaign team, as well as the many men, women, and young people across the country and in the diaspora. That people like me, hey, thank you. You come and I'm a diaspora. But anyway, who rode the rescue train on this great journey of national renewal? To those who initiated and advocated for protection of the vote, that's Amar Konena, and to the professionals and technicians who set up and managed the infrastructure to protect the votes of the people. I am doubly thankful for your dedication, commitment, and hard work. That's Amar Kone and his people. I would also like to thank members of the Great Unity Party Alliance and other political parties and their leaders who endorse us. Does that include Kumi? I better stop here tonight. I don't want no confusion. You will be remembered for placing Liberia above personal Let me read that again. You know, I put coming in, but this is serious. This is serious. And those leaders who endorse us, You will be remembered for placing Liberia above personal ambitions and interests. Samson, political junkie. I salute you, your patriotism. We remain internally grateful to the international community, the United States, European Union, and the diplomatic community for accompanying us on this journey. We praise our regional counterparts from the African Union, ECOWAS, Monterey Union, for demonstrating true solidarity. You prove that a universal idea can be achieved with collective determination. My fellow Liberians, he said, I believe these elections were a watershed moment in the history of Liberia for two reasons. First, it demonstrated the power of the Liberian people and their commitment to the democratic process, no matter where the threats came from. Second, these elections show the progress we have made since the end of the war to maintain our peace and consolidate the foundation of multi-party democracy. We have signally told the region and the world at large that we will be a great example of a great example of a working democracy that many will emulate. The elections are now over, and we must come together as one people to rebuild our country. There are no green Liberians or blue Liberians, Western Liberians or Western Liberian or Southeastern Liberians, not Central Liberian or Southern Liberian. There is only one Liberia, citizen of the oldest republic in Africa. All of us have won. What has happened in our democracy over the last 4 days is a win for Liberia. And I will come to you. I will come for you. Okay. Win for Liberia and will be the legacy for us, all as a people, and mark in prosperity forever. We will no longer be known for war, but for the peace that has prevailed in our country. We must therefore embrace each other, be magnanimous in victory and gracious in defeat. Politics should not define us. What should define us is our collective resolve to transform our country from the good of everyone, including future generations. I promise to extend development across this country, including building roads. Coming in, Ambassador Baga, I will be with you. Building roads of our beautiful regions of southeastern Liberia. Ambassador Baga, yeah, I am. I don't want a job. I want a job. I want a job. But I want to be part of it. Which for years, now this is the interesting thing, and I think I pointed out yesterday. Building road for our beautiful region of southeastern Liberia, which for years has suffered the fate of rural neglect. So I employ all Liberians, irrespective of their ethnic background, county, region, political party affiliation, to join us on this journey to rescue our country. Hey, my people. Hey, Ambassador Baga, you heard the one. You saw me playing golf here earlier? Ambassador Baga, you heard the one out of the park completely. Completely. The challenges of this country must be confronted immediately and head on to create an equal future for all Liberians and succeeding generations. Yes, we must leave no stone unturned to address and remove the economic, social, and political disparity that undermine our potential. Yes, Ambassador Barker. You're saying the good thing here this evening. Folks, just bear with me. Let me do one more thing here, please. I'm going to read it. Because it's a very interesting, reading. Just bear with me, folks. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio, I'll be here very shortly. Just bear with me. Something came up and I'm trying to respond to immediately. And, this is what we do here. I mean, this is our own, all of us here have things to do. And you come here and we all know we're all busy. We got things to do, which is understandable. No question asked. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. So no question asked. So just stay with me. Let me do this one or two thing, and okay, all right, okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, every time I have to go through this thing here. This is one of the things that I like to have all my paper in my hand. But then people say, oh, these days, why are you using paper, Yeah, no, there is only one Liberian citizen. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What has happened in our democracy over the last 4 days, I already read that. We will no longer be known for war, but for peace, I read that. Politics should not define us, I read that. Gracious, I promise to extend development across blah, 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 I read that. Okay, join us on this journey to rescue our country, I read that. The hard work to rebuild start now. The challenge of this country must be confronted immediately, I read that. We must leave no stone unturned, I read that. Our country is not poor. Yes, our country is not poor. The problem with our country is bad leadership in all phases of society, including the institution of the state. I promise to lead by the example. I promise a Liberia that will benefit all Liberians. The Liberian state will no longer be used as a preparatory tool by and for a few, to the detriment of the majority of our people. Okay, we got some more in there, but I'll take my time. So let me go on. So this is Ambassador Barker. You can go and read that. But I like the part where Ambassador Barker came out and said, look, we don't have no blue Liberian, that's CDC. We don't have no green Liberian, that's Unity Party. We don't have red Liberian, that's Barrow, Samson told. Barrow. So who? Okay. Barrow, that's Samson told. We don't have yellow. That the other Barrow, that's Samson though. We don't have yellow. The other people who kneel now even cause that the other team there, other team party there. But anyway, on a very serious note. So to be serious, Ambassador Barker, this is what I was looking for when I told you guys the last time. I'm going to wait to see his first public engagement. And I think he did not disappoint me, to be honest with you. I thought Ambassador Barker's first speech to the nation is a clear indication that he's sincere in trying for us to work together as Liberians to rebuild this country and move this country forward sincerely. Now, why will you take Samson to a brilliant engineer, railway engineer, and take him and put him to JFK to do what? They got road to be building JFK because Samson got degree. So what? Does he know anything about JFK? Yet still, you take Samson to say, okay, well, maybe Samson to civil engineer. So let's put into minds. I'm not a geology. Where you putting me in order to do what? To do what? There will be people. The society is big, it's huge. There will be some of us that will be fraudulently seeking position that we're not qualified for. But mind you now, that many of us, Liberia, are very sophisticated. Our mouth is sharp. We can convince you that we're able to do anything. But give us the opportunity, we've got nothing to offer. And this, when I start my real show next week, I will break it down. The failure of President Weah, why he was rejected. Not massively, but why he was rejected. Why was he not able to just move over that little hump? As popular as he is, I will give my 2 cents on that. But I think this incoming administration must be sophisticated as well to know who's going to come in. Bring your Martin Colley, let him get in office. Say anybody that can't say got degree, go after them, go see what kind of degree they have. He's very good at that. But he must do it with respect and do it in the interest of Liberia, no jealousy, no hate of business. And if you find that this person does not have the degree because he knows what to do, this person doesn't have it, you turn it over to the proper authority who would then go out to reject this person's application based on fraudulent information that is being provided. It should not be a Facebook task where you after you find those kind of information, then you put it on Facebook. Then you're not doing something serious. So overall, folks, I'm happy to, I guess, my admiration for Ambassador Barker, for which I've been running my mouth here within the last 3 years. I think I'm not disappointed. I think I'm happy with the result. Yes, of course, he won. But not only the winning that I was looking for, but I think I said this yet. I didn't use the word rescue. My term that I used to describe Ambassador Barker as a stabilizer, the captain who will come on the ship that is being rocked all over by typhoon. He will come as a stabilizer, stabilize the ship, and then put captain who would sail smoothly after that. And I think that's what he's going to be doing. Because with his experience, he knows what needs to be done. He was there for 12 years. He was there for 12 years. So he knows what's going to be needed for this country to move forward. Now, also, Liberia, there's so many challenges. It's not just one size fits all. We cannot and we must not expect that Ambassador Barker, even the 100-day people talking about, if you hang him on that 100-day pole, you will fail. That 100-day business don't work. The 100-day business don't work. And Ambassador Barker should stay away from the 100-day business. If you want to be realistic on this 100-day, bring out information, policy that you can establish, not fully functioning, but that the base of those policies will be established in 100 days. Those are the conversations that we need to have. Instead of coming out here and say you will build, no car will be stuck in 100 days. That is too far-fetched. That is too far-fetched. But that again, you can't hold him responsible either. We're all human beings. Emotions are running high. He won an election. So let us not hold every little word of coming from Ambassador Baka as a key thing we need to hold on to. Well, if we do that, what are your opposition on that? If you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. Simple as that. There's a road from Total to BI, and from Total to Koyesan. It's the rocky, but it's a little bit. It's better. It got some power. Those can be fixed in like 5-10 minutes. But from Koyesan all the way to Nico, past Nico, it's bad. It's bad. So I can't sit here and say, and by that little stretch of road, which is like maybe what, 10, 15 miles the most, Ambassador Bakken will not be able to fix that, take 10, 15 miles in 100 days either. No way. It's not possible. Because in order to fix those things, you need proper equipment and you need proper materials specified by engineer who would have the opportunity to do the design. You can't just come and put the road down. First, the road must be, first you must study the area, the terrain. Because most of the problem, and that's going to be my show for next week, I'm just giving you a little taste here. Most of the problems on this road are not caused because of the steepness of the grade. And some of the grade in LIBERIA got 12% uphill, which is ridiculous, by the way. But that's not the issue. Most of the problem comes about from rain, water on the road. If you can convey the water on your road properly, spread it properly, you will have no problem. But what many people, those who continue to say they're building these roads, the mistake they keep making, they know Liberia is a 6-month rainy season. So if you're going to build your road, you must prepare the road to be a 6-month in a year rainy season time. What do? In this, I know many of you have heard this term. You're not an engineer, but you have heard this term. So if I was involved in many of these designs, if I'm putting in my storm drain in those areas, I would design it for at least 50 to 75 year rain event. What does it mean? 100-year rain event, you go up and come down, you can put a cover bigger than the world, it will flood. 75-year rain event, it will flood, but it goes away very easily. Whereas 100 years before the flood goes away, it has to go into the tributary area, the road, the river and everything should subside, and then as the tributary into those rivers come out, the street will be less flooded. That would be 100 years. 75 years, you're talking about the river are not crosses. The crest of the river have not gotten to the higher level, except the rain is so much that many of the area, the debris are clogging those tributary streams, and they are backing up. But once those areas, the force of the water clear the debris, it go through, it go out. 75, 50 years, you can deal with it. So if you're going to design for a 6-month straight rain in Liberia, any of your cover, you have to take into consideration what rain year event that I want to use. 50 to 75, I would say. But many of them, I have something that's stuff. If you do the calculation, they're thinking 25-year rain event. 25-year rain event, that's nothing for Liberia. But that's besides the point. So you can't build a road just because you have the equipment, you grade and you put it. No. First, and I'll go on here to other subject matter here. I'm not going to go into road business here tonight. I will do that next week. Next week and all. And let me say this. I'm not looking for a job. I'm not ready. My son yesterday, the one that I always tell father, I'm ready to go in. My son is 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. Now he's 14. I'm ready to go here. So the man not even try me. what I am willing to do, I have a young man here, what's a master's degree in roadway design, by the way. But he's such a smart young man. I like to work with him. But there are other young people in public work that, because they sit behind these desks and they believe they know it all, they don't know nothing. Because for one of them, I'm not going to call his name, but I went in one time to meet this person because we had a project. The project, I will explain that later. And they built a bridge over there in Fishtown. And they built a bridge, okay? They gave a roadway, your weight of the road from the striping yellow line to the yellow line. If this is one lane, it's supposed to be 12 feet. If this other coming, it's supposed to be 12 feet. So if you have two lanes going, one on the side, so it's 12, 24 feet. And then you provide shoulder. And the shoulder can go anywhere from 2 to 10 feet the most. Inside shoulder, you don't have to make it bigger. Because most of the time, people driving, you have issue. You turn to go on the right-hand side to get off. You don't find many people going on the left side unless the emergency situation. Other than that, many people, when they get, in fact, when police pull you over, most of the time they guide you on the right shoulder because it's bigger. Okay? But that's besides the point. So you can't just build a road and say, I'm going to do it in so many days. But I won't put that blame on President Baka either, because Madam Salih used to do the same thing. Go to a county and say, we'll build a road for you. The road will be here in 6 months. So those are the kinds of stuff. What are left with the engineers that are working with the president, incoming president. If you're making those pronouncements, you should be able to peruse, if you have the opportunity, ask the president. You will go into this community. What do you have in mind to talk about? If he's not going to talk about road, if he's talking about other policy, those experts in those other policy must guide him and be truthful with him. If he's talking about road and I'm involved, I would say, don't call the road business in 100 days. You can set the policy that we will use to construct these roads will be put in place in 100 days. Now, policy is about writing, but constructing is not the same. Okay? So let me go on. Let me go on. So in terms of Ambassador Baka in this 100 days, I just want to say something from an engineering perspective. I don't see him achieving the 100-day mark in terms of making sure no car gets stuck in Liberia. I don't think that's going to happen. So let's go on. So with that, so if I'm involved with Ambassador Baka in terms of roads and road connectivities in Liberia, I drove from Monrovia all the way to Fishtown, through Zwedru, by the way. It's bad. So like I said, they have an area over there between Tota and Biadi called Peda Village. There's no way. One of the things that I like about these county officials, and it's very interesting, very funny to me as well. They in the summertime, they pretend that nothing happened, no road issue. In the wintertime, in the rainy season time, they don't drive, they fly because they have the ability. So if you're going to think like that, then why do you want to represent the people of your county? But that's a different subject matter. That's not what I want to talk about. But when I was in Liberia last year, in Grand Gila to be specific, I saw these people grading the road. Yeah. If you don't know, you know, one of the things Donald Renfrew, the former defense minister, what's his name, George Bush, He said it's bad to know you don't know, but you know you don't know, and you know you don't know. They know whatever it was. The thing is, you have a road that is already being tapped over by rain. When it rain, water comes from this side and go across. It's your problem. What do you think would be the smart thing to do? Hello, water can go uphill. So if water is crossing your road, that means even if it's 50-year rain event and water is crossing your road, and we don't have many 50-year rain event in Liberia. Remember that one time, like Monroe was flooded and Ralphie Highway, that most likely was like 50 or 75-year rain event. But you don't have that many like that. The reason why Monroe is flooded most of the time, because many of the people have built on the drainage area. During the 70s, those drainage were open. So when it rains, only those of us that used to live in Sodiwan area, and when it rains, we get problem. But those that are living in Concord, they have drainage system. Not anymore. But anyway, let me go on. So if you have a water that is running over your road, and then in the summertime, with your brilliant mind, you say, okay, water going over here, but it's messing the road up. So let's graze some more. You see what I'm doing? When you're grading, you're removing the top soil, the top portion of the road. What are you doing when you move that grade? When you grade, when you move the top portion of the road, you how to call it, bringing the elevation, the profile of the road, you're bringing it down some more. It doesn't have to take much for the water to go because you are giving the water the opportunity now. You know why they do that? It's sad. Because they refuse that particular area. You put a pipe and fill the road up. Because the water cannot go over higher. The water has its own elevation. They have water table. If you do a study in an area, even you don't know both sides. You think, look, my people were suffering. Like people were suffering. When I was growing up in Town, I was in Mwepliwe. Your eyes guessing Jerry about Mwepliwe, he will tell you. I was in Mwepliwe. So when it rained, the warrior that I was with in Mwepliwe, when it rains, he knows where we need to go if we're going to Beacon. Because there are certain areas, he has the water mark. When it rains hard, the water leaves a mark on the leaf and the trees. For 10, 15, 20 years, the mark is there. So if you just use your head and walk in that area, you will see where the height of that water, in a heavy rain, what the height of that water is. And you don't even need to know book to know these things. Common sense. But those are things we'll talk about next week's show. Next week's show, I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be on it, folks. But let's go on. Let's go on. Let's get into politics. So, quite recently, this is very sad. This is very sad. There's an article in Daily Observer. Mayor Kochi bitter over Baka's win. It's very sad. Those of you that have been following my show for the last 6-7 years or so, immediately when these people came to power, when President Weah and CDC came to power, I was on the same show. I was asking Mayor Kochi to follow the footstep of Amara Conan. Amara Conan was left from here. He has an IT, I believe it was IT degree, left from Philadelphia to go and help Madam Salih during the election, 2005, I believe. And when they won, most likely the conversation was, what do you want to do? Most likely, as a smart young man, I want to go to school. And they sent him to Kennedy's School of Policy, whatever it is, in Boston, one of the top universities. in the world. I tell people like the like of Jefferson Kochi, because he claimed to be smart. Now, yeah, for me, I don't think that's the case, but he claimed to be smart. The only thing, what I don't really like, and I think I told you guys here before, what I really don't like about Jefferson Kochi is he takes all of the, and the people that follow him, I don't even know who they are. He takes all of the adjectives, put 2 or 3 adjectives together, make it one word. Boom, they say sour. They don't even asking what it means. Let me give you an example again. In 2018, before the inauguration, I think I told you guys that I went to visit CDC headquarters on Sycamore Tree, and I was ushered in because I was out here making big mouth. So when I got there that day, I said, "Hey, my day finished." The children, the CDC children, they were flocking. Once they recognized who I am, they were flocking me here today. But my other two town has said, "Let them flock you. They beat you that in Montreal, they beat you in America. They beat well, you got him beaten in Montreal before in the barracks. You get flocked most of the time. So what? So I went there. And Molu was the one that was giving the speech. I told you guys the story. And when he was done, he asked people to ask questions. So he came to me. And I told you the question that I asked. The question that I asked Molu at that time was, CDC that we know, and every Liberian, many Liberians have claimed that sedition are not disciplined, and sedition are always there to make trouble. Why are you guys not in the street demanding that this thing, because at that time they were doing the court section. Why are you guys not in the street? He said, Mr. Toll, let me just tell you, let me just tell you. The CDC, the way they used to portray us is different now. We are sophisticated. We will wait. We know we won. We're not going to let them, because they're trying to make us to get in the street. So they say, I see the people who want to get the power to, you see how rude they are. That's what they want us to do. But we're not going to play that game. We will wait for them. We are determined. And so, when your question is quite correct. But sedition nowadays are sophisticated, and we're not going to get in the street for because of that. We will be patient, and because we're here to lead and rule this country accordingly. So I said, okay, thank you, sir. I was getting, he said, the youth chair is getting, I said, no. That Jefferson Kochi will come to speak now. So the youth chair is getting ready to speak. You want to stay around so you can ask? No. In my mind, I really didn't want to be bothered with Jefferson Kochi with all the adjectives that you put together and start making it into a word that don't make no sense. I don't want to deal with it because I might be forced to question on those languages and the way he put things together, which is not quite correct in my mind. So I said, I'm not going to do it. But anyhow, so when they came to power, when I came back, I also admire him. He's a young man who had a big thing and want to do big thing about Liberia. So I thought to myself, this young man will do himself good, leave the politics business with other people, go to school. The opportunity is there now. The president and the Republic of Liberia can give you scholarship. You're not going to suffer. You go to school. Because I knew one day, and it's not over yet, because the like of Custer and Jefferson Kochi, these young people will clash one day. Don't listen to Custer say, he's not joining no CDC. Custer, he and Jefferson Kochi, they will clash in politics. And I've been saying that, I've been continuing to say, Custer will eat Jefferson Kochi lunch free. Because you can't make it with Custer. In no way. Can Jefferson, by the time Jefferson Kochi and the Custer and the rest of it, George Lobo and the rest of it, with the day they read it, Liberian will be claiming for any politician that wants to take power in Liberia, will have to have a debate. Do you see Jefferson Kochi and Custer on the same stage? It'll be an embarrassing situation. I thought the young man would have gone on to school. Yeah, they say he got a degree. But let's listen to this thing here. The president of the Republic of Liberia have already conceded. Who are you? City mayor. Who are you Do you really understand your duty? Do you really understand? Even if you're the Secretary General of CDC, your standard bearer have already conceded. Why are you coming back now to make this kinds of ridiculous statement that is making a press around? For what reason? For what reason? Jefferson Kochi, the Secretary General of the outgoing ruling coalition for democratic change, has accused the opposition Unity Party of stealing the November 14 run. Stealing. So if you make, and that's one of the reasons why I refused to cover him that day, because I don't believe Jefferson Kochi will be sincere. He's not sincere, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not saying that he's a liar, but when it comes to these things, he let his emotion, I believe, his emotion to take over his conversation. And because of that, he made these erroneous and ridiculous statements that he himself, when he started reading the press, like that, but I wish I didn't. Okay? We are not here to bring war. Unlike President-elect Baka, when was the last time Baka brought war to Liberia? When? When you're young. Wait, you were feeded. Because the little money you get, nothing coming back in. You will have to spend it to survive. You can't come to America and find out who will employ you to do what? What city in America will employ you to run as a city mayor? Where? Where? What city? And you say Mbaka bringing unlike Ambassador Baka, who threatened to end the country if he does not win the election. That's what Baka said. That's what Baka said. I don't even need to read it. I don't even need to read it. I don't need to read it. I don't need to read it. Because it's childish. The important thing about that press release is that the rumor, perhaps the rumor, some of us, I don't like to talk on rumors and things like that. Because I've been hearing, I don't know how true that is, that they threaten to somehow suspend the membership of President We Are, something, I don't know. But when you come out, who are you? Are you not trying to embarrass the president? President We Are? Why would you make that kind of statement? Those are things that you and your insider should have conversation about. And whatever happens behind the door, closed door, it remains behind closed door. But you're coming out in public to say your displeasure after the president, the man who gave you the mayor position. I'm not too sure what your qualification level is to be mayor of the Republic of Liberia, but I'm not questioning that. The president said you qualify, I say you qualify, so what? But the point here, just as a scene man, the man who we have continued and will continue to respect. You're coming here, making that kind of statement. So does it mean that President We Have made a mistake? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Is that what you're trying to tell us? That indeed, President We Have made a mistake, and therefore you claim me. And that's why the children said, wait. After January, whatever time, in noon, let them catch you at City Hall. Say you occupying City Hall. You know what? But that one, Babu, with devour cola. What will you do those kinds of stuff? It's because perhaps Mayor Kochi is very limited in his understanding of the political operation. You know, that is south. You see the result of not learning, result of just picking up stuff. And when was the last time, folks? Those of you that have been listening to Mayor Kochi, when was the last time Mayor Kochi make a statement and quote some sort of a revolutionary political figure in Africa, West Africa, whatever? When was the last time? How many books does he read? Has he read? What is it? What is it? You know, I wasn't even going to question Mayor Kochi's statement. I wasn't even, I mean, his ability to understand and work along with other people until he made this ridiculous statement, making it look as though President Weah didn't know what he was doing. This is unacceptable. You can't do that. You can't do that, and you expect people to believe that you are qualified or a decent person, which I have no quarrel with that. Your decency is fine with me. But when you come out and try to challenge not only your standard bearer, but my president, the president of the Republic of Liberia, in whom we all trust and believe and respect, even though we wanted him out, but we respect it and believe. But you coming here and then telling us that the president, whatever statement the president made, is not a correct statement. Is that what you're telling us? You're telling us tonight that you're upset, you're vexed. If you were to listen to Samson talk and go somewhere, Europe or anywhere to study and go by, because of your learning experience, you won't put your foot in your mouth. But of course, your sedition, you guys are very good at that. I thought people like Jefferson Kochi will hold together. Believe it or not, President Weah has a real following in the CDC community, more than you. So if your rebellion spirit is not contained, you might most likely find yourself out of CDC. And then the real problem you're looking for will start coming to you. This is unacceptable. Even though we campaign against President Weah, and I've always stated that my campaign against President Weah has nothing to do with hate. It's strictly based on failed policy, what I believe that he has a failed policy. But for you to come in public, what the whole world has praised and continue to praise President Weah, then you come in and say you're not satisfied. You want to redo business with you because of your disrespectful behavior. It's not coming through. Unacceptable, Jefferson. Unacceptable. You can't do that. This is not the way to behave. You would think the little time, the 1 or 2 months that is left, use that opportunity for President Weah to use his power and send you somewhere for school. You're going to come here and try to condemn because he conceded on the election that he recognized he was not going to win. That you will face Costa in 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now. People will not even let you come on the same podium. They will not allow you to come on the same podium as Costa because you seem to be very limited. Unacceptable. Your level of disrespect. Who are you? You're not any part of the elected process. You were never elected. The president chose you to run an institution. And this is how you're gonna repay. After the whole world, Nigeria, America, everyone recognized his leadership ability to say, yes, this is the man who respects the democracy, the process of democracy. The democratic process is being respected by this man. And the Nigerian president said that. He said not many African leaders would concede like that. And you coming now because you're vexed. Because you're vexed. Mr. Kochi, this is completely wrong. I'm not a member of CDC, but this is not something that I was expecting from you. Because I believe as a young man, I thought perhaps not only were you engaged, but that you're very respectful. But these kinds of statements, there's nothing you're going to do to them. We all know Ambassador Baka never brought war. I'm from Grand Jida County, by the way. But we all know Ambassador Baka never brought war in Liberia. So, but Ambassador Baka's statement, I read that statement. I read it. I wasn't on board with it. I frowned on it. But he later explained the context, which many of us missed. So for you now to use that as way of expressing your dissatisfaction of the electoral process, who are you? You find your name on end of the ballot again? My son, you find your name on end of the ballot for you to be upset with? If you're upset, why you can't go to Supreme Court and go challenge it? Why you want to embarrass the president? But this is what I've been saying in the last 6 years. If you were to take my advice and go on to school, 4 years you finish. In 6 years, at this time, you have your master in policy, whatever it is, and you go back to CDC. If so, even a sedition, by this time you'll be seeking senatorial position because you will be speaking with sense. You will be speaking from a perspective of a leader, not CDC leader. You got all these young people all over behind you carrying on. It's not right, Jefferson. You know, people, I like you, but this is not the way to go. What you have done here, if you don't come back to ratify that, you don't need to do any, there's no clarification required, but you have to come back and show that this is, in fact, the heat of moment. Yeah, like during people will understand, but if you don't do that, you have just derailed any political chances you have in Liberia. Trust me, Liberians are watching. And many sedition, most likely are also upset with you. The president made that statement. Many of you were not happy, but he's your leader. In a group setting, but you will not understand that. In a group setting, the group has a leader. And if the power to make pronouncement for the group, it has already been invested in the leader. When the leader make that pronouncement, your disagreement should be in the background. What are we supposed to make of it? To say that president, we are conceded, but it's not true. So what your statement now with this press? What the point is, what were you trying to achieve? Begin. What were you trying to achieve, my son? What were you trying to achieve? What exactly were you trying to achieve? Who are you trying to impress? Why will you do that to yourself? For what reason? What I think you're trying to achieve here is to embarrass the president. But begin. Take it from me. Nobody can embarrass the president. The president was there for 6 years. You know how many cuts now come away? You know how many things the people now say about the president? And people, the whole world still praising him? That you would make that kind of statement embarrassing? Samson told folks, I don't mean to sit down, but I'm getting ready to put a number up. So please give me a call. I'm not going to be here that long anyway. So next week, starting next week, we'll change the flavor of the network a little bit. We will go on to another software where I will be able to have the opportunity to display a lot of engineering process, engineering information that I want to display. And let me just say this again. By me doing that does not and must not be construed as somebody seeking job. Simple as that. Samson told Ladron Pabrito, I'm going to sit down now. Thank you for letting me stay in for almost 2 hours, but that's okay. I'm 25 years. My back, my knee, my people, why I can't stand up tonight? Give me like that sleep. Samson told. So let me put a number up. Let me put a number up. I love myself sometimes. I love myself all the time, not sometimes. Let me put a number up. Give me a call here. But no, hold on. Don't call me yet. Don't call me yet. Let me straighten this up. Folks, Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. These are things when people do. Okay, you can call me now, 916-533-2048. Give me a call. Let me see what conversation you have to go away here tonight. Okay, give me a call. Okay, all right. But here's the thing, y'all. Where Aaron Blockplay? Aaron Blockplay, I can't see you anymore. Where Winter Cutter will call and say, oh, you're cutting me off. You're cutting me off. Winter Cutter will call and say, oh, you're cutting me off. Why are you cutting me off? That time to come call me, oh. The LIBERIA is here. So give me a call, folks. The number is over there. But let me go on as I'm getting ready to close as well. Next week, okay, before I do that, before anybody comes, let me show you a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about next week. Let me show you this. This was when I drove from Monrovia to Fishtown. There was a project that was given to a friend of mine, and he has asked me to come down to help to do the assessment and then do the road design. Let's watch this. As you can see here, we're not doing engineering anymore. I put on my LPR hat now. So this is the LPR. So this is what I'm doing. Now I'm at the end of the pavement section that leaves from Maryland. It's stopping River G. And the town behind me is called Fishtown. So here we're going to start our design. From this point, we're going to start our design. We'll just give you this guy the time. So we're going to start our design from here all the way to Zvedru. And it's about 68.5 miles. It's a long way. But what I want to show you right now on LPR has given me the opportunity to be here, even though I'm going to be the designer, but I'm also reporting to you what we're going to be doing. The road itself is smooth. As I just looked at it, it's very smooth. So it's not a big deal. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to come back here again and do more assessment. So I did the entire, I will show you guys the entire video of this road section. It's bad, but from this point all the way, I believe, to Maryland, because I saw the one in Fishtown yesterday, it's very paved, very good. I have little issues there and there, engineering perspective, but overall, it's a good road, and I just want to tell you thank you. This is Samson Toll of LIBERIA Public Radio, and we will do more of this when I get to Zvedru. Let me check something here very quickly, because sometimes so next week, most of the conversation I'm going to be having next week are going to be about, okay, we're going to be next week we're going to have okay, all right, so that's what next week we're going to have the issue about this southeastern road. Okay, I'm going to be showing most of the southeastern road, and I think you got people on there already. I think the Chinese company is working along with other Liberian engineers. So at this point, the road is already, the road connectivity process is already on course. And so I don't believe that we're going to need an additional comment on those things. The only thing that I can do is those areas that tend to be bad ahead of the real construction that is coming. Those places, because the road, those people in Secretary, they're not even going to reach in Tapeta within the next 3-4 years. They're not going to reach Tapeta within the next 3 to 4 years. Because the last time, the one that is close to Secretary now, 2000, this is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, two years ago, they were in Ganta. So they now passed Cocoa Pie, I believe. So, but they're not quite in Secretary yet. So they still have a long way to go. So that road process most likely will not even reach Tapeta within the next 4 years, unless you bring in additional company that will take from Tapeta to come and meet them halfway, maybe. But if you depend on this one company, they're not gonna finish that from where they are now to Tapeta. It's not gonna be within the next 4 years. But you're gonna have to establish a group ahead. We'll call it a maintenance group. It's not a road construction, it's a maintenance group. So I also do maintenance engineering. So I can offer my services in that area as well. Because maintenance engineering is a little bit different from roadway. Maintenance road engineering is a little bit different from roadway engineering. Because the maintenance roadway engineering, there are certain area of the actual document that are not applicable to maintenance roadway engineering. For example, you can because you're not changing the alignment, you're not changing the profile. If the profile going to be changed, you will have to follow the actual recommended profile grade for those areas, whether it's in a rural area, city, whatever, they have standard. You're going to have to follow them. But in maintenance engineering, you build based on typical cross section. So you don't have to have a template. It doesn't have to be surveyed in a sense. You can do a profile survey and do a road typical of that, and they can build the road based on, they can maintain the road based on the typical section. And let me show this here quick. I don't mind doing that here tonight. Very quickly before we go. So what I'm talking about, for example, let's do this here. Okay. All right, so this area is bad. So if I take this and cut it like this, you're not seeing it, I'm gonna show you. If I take this area and cut it and look that way. So I have the ETW, I'm not gonna, just say EP, edge of shoulder, edge of pavement, or edge of shoulder, edge of shoulder. So I take this, okay, and use this, okay. So this is the center of the road, okay, EP, EP. So I take this, and I'm showing you this thing here. I'm not too sure if you can see, but I have a camera will work on it. Let's watch. Let me see if the camera will even work on this one. Okay, so let me bring it in a little bit more. Okay, those of you that are on here tonight will truly have an understanding. Okay, so up here, this area here, where I have all the X's in it, that's the roadway itself. And so I cut this section here. I'm saying that I'm cutting the road. and I'm looking at it from this side. So if I cut it and look like that, this here, okay, actually is supposed to be dotted line because it's not existing. So if you look at it like that, right? Oh, no, I can't use that. Okay, just follow me here. Just follow. So this area here, okay, let me turn it this way and I'll come back to you again. So this particular area here is bad. The mud, everything. So the actual road, the driving condition now, okay, it's going like this. It's going like this. Okay. So here's the top road, the road before the mud and everything was here. Okay, was here. But because of the mud and everything keep driving and breaking apart, all of the soil breaking apart. Let me do this. All right, yeah, much better. So because of the soil has broken apart, so the ground now, the driving condition now is way down here. It's way down here. So they go like this instead of driving up here. What happened with this water? The water sits in this bowl looking like that. So most of the time, if you drive on those roads, what they do, they put a hole here like this, a hole, so that the water that is sitting in here would come out, and they put another hole here like that. But what happened back here? The water is still there. So here is the fix that I see. You come out, you clear, you cut all the way down to the real soil. So you have this empty spot. So you come in, and let me draw that one now so you can see. They want what I'm talking about. So you go here, you got this open. It's a solid line now because it's a design. So it's a solid line. We're not doing no dotted line anymore. So here is the opening. Can you see this? Okay, let me take this phone call. Nobody called me and said, I don't even want to call again. So you see this? So what do you do in this area? Many of the road, they're like this. Because usually before the rain, before they start going bad, road out here, you are driving on top here. But because they've gone bad, they're part all cut out. You want to bring it back here. So what do you do? So first of all, the first thing that I would want to suggest here, you want to do is to cut this thing into pieces. A base, sub base, sub base can be big, that's fine, sub base. And then I put in lateral. Okay, so sub base, base, and then little rock. Because I'm not using asphalt. So let me show you now. Let me turn this thing back to you. Okay. So here is the fix here. I've already put base. I put the excess, this is sub base. Then I put a lot of rocks over here that people can drive. Very simple fix. And all of the material are in Liberia. They're in Liberia. So it's not something, and these are the side slope. These are the side slope. Okay? And the good thing about this side, then you ask about Mr. Toe, what happened on the side now? Well, if you look at those bad areas, they don't drive on this side most of the time. They drive the hole, the big hole is in the middle of the road. So first of all, you're going to come out and take out this whole thing, dig out the whole thing, and dig it out until you come to the natural soil, which is clear most of the time. So you come out to the natural soil, and you have an open here, and then you fill it in like this. In lift, they call it lift. So the reason why you're going to fill them in lift, so that when you have like an 8-inch lift here, you'll be able to compact it. Then after that, then you put another lift here. Even if this is not 8-inch, you put in 8-inch to compact it until you come out to this. So let me put some numbers on that. So say this is 1 foot. So say this is 6 inches. So say this is another 6 inches. Okay? So you have 2 feet that you're going to be filling in here. All right? But I'll do more. I'll bring my big bowl out there. I have a camera now that's able to follow me, and I'll do more. But this is very interesting. So in maintenance engineer, this is how you do it right here. You don't have to worry yourself about survey, what the elevation is, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So if you're doing this, for example, let me show you another thing here very quickly. So if I'm coming in here and I say, okay, in this area, I'm going to put what? I'm going to put a pipe here. Okay, look at this. We'll put pipe. We'll put pipe. And this is a pipe right on here. It's a pipe on the road. I have to have enough cover on this pipe. So say if the water was coming over here before tapping this road, because this area becomes like a dam, but because you have an opening of this pipe now, water will not come over the road, and the road going to last until those people who's building to come over. Okay. But we'll do more. The Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio, we'll do more. I want to thank all of you. I think I need it's Thanksgiving Day. We'll be back here again tomorrow with Mr. Soul Show. And I hope many of you next week, please follow, because it's going to be a very interesting conversation next week. Let me bring the thing back. Okay. There we go. That's one thing I like about the camera. I don't have to get out of here. I got a remote. It costs a lot of money, so I better do what I wanted to do. Okay, so folks, those of you that are tuning in, I want to thank you very much this evening. Thank you. Mr. So, I tell you, say you're going to join me, but I'll see you tonight. So anyway, thank you very much for all your comments. It's a very interesting, and happy Thanksgiving. Please stay safe. Let's try to enjoy ourselves. And it's a wonderful thing to do. Next week, we're going to do more where we will start doing some serial maintenance type engineering. Because I'm not going to say, I'll show them what to do. But as far as me seeking for permanent or some sort of an employment, I have no interest. Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio, thank you very much. And let's say good night to all of you.
was Hitler. He was in Europe. I said that was Hitler. Hitler was in Europe. And this Hitler was practicing apartheid. Yes, Hitler was practicing apartheid. And those Europeans and Jews wanted it to die. Those Europeans and Jews wanted it to quench.